literally everyone, every member, every stakeholder, every organization that wants to be part of this movement can be part of this movement. And when we mean everywhere, it's because we will do it physically or virtually. We will do whatever it takes to bring the world together. And this, ladies and gentlemen, staying true to our essence, is what it will become, ILC 2020. Will start with every action that we start doing.
Okay guys, today we are here to welcome you to AIESEC 2020! Before we start, we want you to sit with your LCs. Are you guys all sitting with your LCs? Will you quickly organize yourselves? And it's better if you can like make a circle and sit and face each other.
Visible.
Guys, utilize the space as you want.
Is it live right now? Oh, you are taking the. Let's do one thing. Wait. ऐसा एंगल ले लो जिसमें लाइट आ जाए क्योंकि यहाँ से दिख रहा है
Okay guys, very quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
welcome to ISEC 2020.
Do you guys even realize how big this is? I can't see it here.
So what does it really mean? What does it really mean? Come on, we have been a couple of months here.
Hi, my name is Saurabh. I'm from DI. So ISEC 2020, what I believe is the movement where we want to see ISEC, because we do exchanges. We are internally relevant to ISEC network. But what we want to see is that ISEC should be externally relevant, and that's how we want to see ISEC, where we see that everyone should be accessible to ISEC, and also everyone should know that what ISEC is, because being in Delhi, what I consider is that still there are like around 60% youth which does not know what actually ISEC is, and that's where we want to see ISEC, where 100% youth know what ISEC is.
What I believe ISEC 2020 is, it's a milestone towards our vision, peace and fulfillment of human-rights potential.
So hi everyone, I believe ISEC 2020 is a 5-year benchmark for ISEC. 5-year, we can say, a small vision kind of thing for ISEC to shape its future towards peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. So it's a 5-year benchmark, I would say.
For me, 2020 is again a 5-year checkpoint where we have decided that we don't want to be an organization anymore. 10,000 people can make an organization, but we want to engage and develop every young person. So we have decided to become a movement, and that requires millions of people to join us. That's it. We want to be disruptive and we want to be a movement.
Beautiful. So we all have our own understanding of ISEC 2020, which is absolutely correct. Each person, each ISECer has their own understanding of ISEC 2020. What we want to tell you is that we are not an organization anymore, just like you mentioned. We are a leadership movement now. Each one of us is a part of a leadership movement. We are creating a value-based environment. We are making an environment which fosters leaders that the world needs. We are shaping each and every activity of ours according to what the world needs. And you are a part of the movement. And I want you to take a moment and take this inside you. Take it to your core and feel that you're making a movement right now. Yeah?
Okay. So since we are a youth leadership movement, and it's not about one person or one leader, it's about all of us together. It's about the experiences that we deliver. So we are shaping what we do around what the world needs. So there was this one example that was given yesterday. What if we shape our projects according to what the world needs? Say there were floods in Chennai. What if we develop projects in GCO which are centered around going and helping the people who are affected by these floods? What if we become this kind of an organization? This is what ISEC 2020 says.
Grow disruptively. I really want to understand, what do you think this means?
In my point of view, breaking the barriers that we have in our mind, like mediocrity and all thing, and growing after that. So that's disruptively.
Grow disruptively. How much time does it take for an ISEC entity which is just started to actually go to 300 exchanges today? How much time does it take? It's never in months. Imagine if it was in days. In a matter of few weeks, we could create an entity a chapter of ISEC in a city which could be growing disruptively. And this is what we want to do. Gone are the times when it took 5 years for a chapter to establish themselves, to just give exchange opportunity to people around them, or bring in people to that particular city. Gone are the times for that. ISEC now wants to go towards an area, go towards that core where we can grow disruptively. And we can create that disruption and show the world what ISEC can do.
And the last one, being accessible to everyone and everywhere. It's very simple, it's self-explanatory. We want to reach out to each and every person, engage and develop each and every person around us, anywhere and everywhere. We want to be that organization which is actually the first choice now. We want to reach out to people who actually don't get such opportunities, who don't understand what leadership is, who don't get the kind of education that we get, or maybe who are not even educated. We want to impact them in one way or the other. And this is what ISEC wants to do.
Just take a moment and create a picture in front of you of an ISEC, where there is an ISEC entity which is doing 1,000 exchanges, 2,000 exchanges, let's say 5,000 exchanges, is going to each and every sector of the economy that prevails in the city, and is doing everything that is trending in the city, is creating projects according to the needs of the city. Just imagine that. We want you to feel that you can create that. Yeah? So what does it feel to be a part of ISEC 2020? Can anyone share? You want to? OC, can we have a mic running around?
Yes, Farhan from ISEC. So it feels more of a responsibility, like to carry forward all the legacy and to look forward ahead to ISEC 2020. Like one feels more of responsible, like thinking about ISEC 2020.
My name is Adan from DI. So as we discussed, ISEC Vision 2020 is growing disruptively and increasing our impact to further greater, to greater places. So it does feel great to be a part of change. It feels great that now we are the ones who will be driving the impact forward, taking the organization forward and changing a lot of lives, giving experiences and providing, people with a great leadership platform. So yeah, it's a great responsibility on our part and we're pretty ready to take it. Yes.
Hello everyone. ISEC 2020 has such a beautiful vision. To be a part of it, it feels great because we feel that yes, the vision from which ISEC started. Now we are on a path. We can achieve it. And being a part of ISEC 2020, I don't know how to say, but I feel so good. I feel so responsible, and it's something that makes it makes me proud to be an ISEC.
Parjanya from ISEC Bangalore. ISEC 2020, it feels like you're a part of something big. You're a part of something that you're not alone in this, and there are a bunch of people who are with you, who are going towards a similar goal.
Hi, my name is Darika. I'm from ISEC Mumbai. So it feels really good to be part of ISEC 2020, and I feel all of us that we generally work towards something that we probably decided in our ILC or what ISEC India has decided. But ISEC 2020, I feel, it's a movement that gets the entire ISEC network together, and you actually feel that, as individuals, we feel that, we are just a small percentage of a very large pool of people, but each and every contribution counts. And we are that missing piece in the jigsaw puzzle, and that's what is going to make ISEC 2020 actually happen.
Hello, my name is Anirudh. I'm from Jaipur. Just thinking of this ISEC 2020, it gives me so much of strength. I feel so good. It's like injection of adrenaline is being given to me, and it gives me a sense of maturity and responsibility, and I'm just ready to do it. I just want to be a part of it. I want to feel it, and I just want to do it.
I think we've been giving ourselves the excuse of being youth run or whatever it is for way too long, and if we want to do these things, we need to step down, take responsibility, and actually make things happen, not give excuses.
Now, I want to invite you all to a journey that I went through when I was in IC, when we were creating ISEC 2020. So, how many of you identify this picture? Speak it out. Dandy March, right? Each person at that time felt that there was something wrong happening. There was something wrong, there was something basic which was taken away from humanity. And that is what made them come together during the process. There was a leader who took along each and every person who wanted to change that and went towards a beautiful movement that we know as Dandi March. Each and every person there felt that they can do something, they can change something. They came out of their houses, they went on barefoot, walking towards a purpose. And this is what I felt when we were a part of ISEC 2020 creation. We were in a room with people I have never met. We were in groups, we were just with different entities, people from different countries, people from different thoughts, people from different cultures. My problem with the world was there's no education which is enough for us, this inadequate education. For someone else it was terrorism. For someone else it was basic equality. For someone else it was not having enough space for their sexual orientation. But all of us came together because we believe in peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. And at that point, the energy, the culmination of the energies was so beautiful. Everyone was giving their own ideas of what they want to create towards a leadership movement. And from 800 delegates and our virtual delegates, which is the entire ISEC network, from each one of you, we got ISEC 2020. And it felt amazing to be able to create something like this. I may not know where I am tomorrow, but I know that I will always be striving towards peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential, and I know I was a part of that, which makes me always strive for this, no matter where I am. And that was the beauty of this movement. But guess who is here? No, guys, not yet.
We're talking about 2020.
Generation 2016 is here! And you are the Generation 2016. You are the ones who will make the first step, who will create the foundation of ISEC 2020. Can you feel it?
Okay, for the next 20 minutes, what we expect you to do now is, there is this one question on the screen. We want you guys to talk to your co-ED members, okay, and discuss this question. Talk to all of them one by one, not together, but one by one, have that conversation. given your individual thoughts about what you feel, about how will you shape 2016 for ISEC in your LC name for 2020. What will your LC do in 2016 which will lead to 2020? Yeah? Can we start?
We want you to observe what you are taking from this process. We want you to write it down. The OC will be distributing pens if we have. Yeah. We want you to observe this very, very clearly. You're talking to someone and see what their thoughts are. Share your thoughts and just take as much as you can from each person's own identification of what they will do and how will they shape 2016.
You can stand up, take a corner, sit in pairs and talk. We don't want you to talk with the entire EV as a whole. We want you to have individual conversations. Then you can keep switching. But you need to talk to each and every person of the EV individually. You have to talk about 2016 for your LC, keeping in mind 2020. But it's about 2016 right now.
How will you shape 2016 for your entity in order to achieve 2020? And please keep in mind that this is your creation. You can do anything you want. You want ISEC to start in another city or another country, you can do it. Be disruptive with your ideas. What would define 2016 for ISEC in your entity?
And that's the LCI division, where every relation or interaction is so well set up that it creates automatic or organic environment platform and that's in every single thing. It's a behavior. And this is what I guys, the question has changed.
I feel we should change it.
Guys, just to give you one more input, just think what will you do in 2016 for your entity, which will help your entity to grow disruptively, shape what you do around what the world needs, and become accessible to everyone everywhere. How would you do that in 2016? How would you define that in 2016?
So basically, what is your vision? How do you see your LC by the end of 2016? It can be in terms of a feeling that you want to have, emotional, behavioral aspects, how your membership needs to be, how operations are. So basically have this conversation about 2016 in your LC. It can be about anything and everything. Yeah? Don't limit yourself. These questions are guiding questions. The main point is that you need to talk about 2016 and how it's going to be very big. You might not answer each and every question directly, but the point is you need to envision 2016 for your LC, keeping in mind 2020, in the sense that it needs to be that big.
It's your creation and it could be anything.
सर्दी नहीं बड़ा सब
personally, we should not a general vision for
Guys, keep switching, keep absorbing as many ideas.
Conversations as possible.
Guys, you have 5 more minutes.
Can you come here? Guys, would anyone like to share? It's okay. Would anyone like to share any idea, any crazy idea that you have? Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Meet from ISEC in Mumbai. When I was actually discussing about the conversations I had with ISEC in Bangalore yesterday, specifically with Nakul, who's the VP GTO of Bangalore. So basically, we discussed. A lot of people from GTO Commission has that just met up, and we were discussing about what are our targets. So somehow me and Nakul started discussing that why do we always talk about numbers when we decide our targets? If we are sitting together, why is it always we talk, I want to have 210 exchanges, I want to do 250 exchanges? Why don't we talk about creating the targets as our actual projects, how we want to deliver the value experiences? So I believe value experiences in case of stakeholders, in case of EPs, in case of each and every stakeholder possible and within ISEC, I think creating value experiences is much more important than talking about numbers when we talk about targets. And I think that's what defines base for 2016 for us.
Right. So let's say 2020, I want to see something. Why can't I create it this year? So I want to create. I destroy my membership. I have no membership. In my university, we have an LCM on 22nd May, and every student was free that day in my university.
The LC, of course, they have no option but to ratify the ED. That's, of course, that does happen. Now, what if you do it the other way around, that we ask the LC, like ask each and every member that, okay, how much of, for example, how many OGCTP can you do? He says, I can do 5. You ask the entire OGCTP department members how much they can do, you come up with, let's say, 50, 60, 70. Now, that is what an authentic target is. Rather than you setting like 150 and the members are like, shit, I can't do that one, but he has said I'll try my level best. So that is when the target is my target and not a VP's target.
Hello, I'm Karthikeya from IISEC. So what I vision in 2020 is where ISEC is in the training and placement cell of my college, where we see GTS, sending people an internship for professional internship from our college. But ISEC is the first choice for the students of our own college.
I'm Nakul from Bangalore. When we're talking about targets here, there's something that I observe everywhere, and there's something I want to change even in my LC, is for us targets is only GC and GT. I want to bring in global leaders also as a target. Like we need to impact the people working for us, working in ISEC. We are experiencing ISEC first hand. Why don't we count us in?
Hi guys, I'm Aditya from Manipal. One thing I was having a discussion with Aman here was that we're present in a university with 20,000 students, and a simple thing that we can do. Suppose there's a disaster happening somewhere in a different country, right? I'm taking an example of the Nepal earthquake. There's an earthquake in Nepal. I'm sure out of 20,000 students, you'll at least find 20 people who are ready to volunteer and go to Nepal. So why not say, you know what, if Nepal has an earthquake, we offer them in turn saying, you know what, we have 20 volunteers ready to come and work there. We'll help you out, right? And we don't want anything for it. Let's just work towards a better future for you guys.
I'm Udit from DI. So as Manvi told us that our main product is ISEC experience. So we should focus on customer experience, which involve membership development and customer insights, providing a better experience to our interns and our TNs, GT so that they feel a part of one family and we can grow and access each one out of our LCs or our entities. Thank you.
What we are planning to do over here is that we are creating opportunities through which any student in the entire city can work with us. We don't want to limit ISEC opportunities just to our members. We are creating a space and environment where any person from any school or university or in our city can work with ISEC for a short-term project. We have a name for it. Maybe we'll keep it a surprise for now. Secondly, the perks that come with this is examples like an ISEC office in every single college of the city, where any student from the entire college can come and co-create something that helps us. Things like that.
This is really good. Really good. Like we have hacked a lot of things right now, right here, just by talking to some person that you wanted to. Do you want to continue this? Yeah. Let's just continue this for 5 minutes. Not sharing, like talking to each other. Cool. Would again invite you guys to be as disruptive as you want to be. Like, just create whatever you want. You want a new ISEC entity, as I said, just think about it. What's limiting you?
Let's keep in mind what we spoke about. Vision and what we want to achieve. Now, based on that, how are we going to so I want to share their vision, goal, either one questions, and tell me how they want to do it. So since first that, then since one of the goals
Guys, we have 1 more minute for this.
Okay guys, thank you. We're not telling you to stop these conversations here. This is just the beginning. We want you guys to take these forward during time or whenever you find time to talk about it. Now, sit with your LCs again. Done? Now we want you to share your conversations and the ideas that you got within your EB.